carefully, unmuting myself. Welcome, guys. Today, we're starting a somewhat different paced session of Dungeons and Dragons. We begin with you guys outside the Vamfamper Villa. You are in the company of a guard. I think I called him Jeffrey, on the other side of the wall. Jeffrey feels so much like my go-to random guy name. But in the far-off distance, safely far away from Vamfamper Villa, and hidden away thanks to your new paladin friend, Amric is one finger short and is currently detained by a tree. You guys have spent the better part of perhaps an hour, going back and forth between being at the gates, threatening to kill Amric, and with apparently the Duchess of the Vamfamper family, who, while loving her son, refuses to see you in until he comes in with you. You have refused, and she has sent devils. They have now died, and you are still in this stalemate. And I got nothing for you. We continue here. You stand behind the 13-foot high stone walls by these heavy oaken wood doors that you see before you.
Hardy, you mind come see you for a sec?
Alright, man. Yeah.
Walk off a little bit. Hey, Hardy, I'm gonna let the doc come out for a bit. Mind catching him up to speed?
Alright. Yeah, it's not very good time, but okay.
I just don't feel comfortable going in here with the demons and all that stuff. I think my cover might be blown. And Joseph closes his eyes and reopens them. Hey, Hardy, what's going on?
Hey, buddy.
What'd I
We're
miss?
fucked. We're fucked. Like my
fuck.
wife.
Oh, that ain't good. What did we do? What did he do?
Not much. The thing is, we got the Vamfamper youngest brother. Oh no, the second youngest brother. Doesn't matter. We showed them, and they fucking sent demons at us. So
That's not
we're
nice.
fucked.
Fuck. What are we doing? Are we returning the brother, or what are we doing?
Well, your goal was to
No.
use Amric as leverage to enter in the Vamfamper Villa, and you guys have talked about it. You've tried to disguise yourself as dragon cultists, which, unsurprisingly, the guards were loath to let in. You then have announced yourself as the Flaming Fist, which the guards were loath to let in. You then persisted, and eventually, with Sun in tow, you threw a finger at the guard through the door. They presented this evidence to the Duchess Vamfamper herself, who sent demons after you. You killed them, and you're still at the door. She was willing to negotiate in her words that she would let you in, provided you brought Amric through. If your claims were true, that is. And your finger seems good evidence, but you couldn't meet her halfway, and so you're still stuck at the door.
What do you think we should do, Hardy? You want to go back to the group?
You're in the group. You're in the group.
No, me and Hardy walked off. Remember?
I
So
follow.
I kind of. Guys. So what's? No.
Couldn't hear that.
Okay, what I just heard, and allow me to repeat, I heard from you, Dr. Joseph Skackle. Hey guys, what do you... and then...
Sorry, Mike. I said, hey guys, what do you think we should do?
Okay.
Sorry, my mic is bad.
Okay.
Well, as I see it, we have two options. Get the sun, walk inside with him, and go from there, or just storm the place. Maybe we should put it to a vote.
A vote would be good.
Okay.
Uh,
Who wants to storm the place? Who wants to go in with the brother?
Maybe we should just go in with the brother.
If I may, I believe I know Storbury pretty well to be able to get Sessek right. So, if I may, I say is we take the brother, we then kick open the door, we kill all the guards in the name of justice, and then we bring the brother in front of the mother, say, "Fuck you for keeping us at the gates for so long," and then we kill him in front of his mother, but we don't kill him if she repents and she walks herself in and turns herself in, and then we bring this whole place down to the ground. We all get medals. We then all have a nice cup of jasmine tea. It's very nice this time of year. And then we wait for this whole thing to blow over.
And don't forget scones. We'll get scones.
We
on
are
the way.
still due scones, and they better have them ready, or I swear to God. I swear to me. I swear on my oath as a paladin. I will not rest until I have a scone.
Okay, that sounds like a plan. So,
that's a plan.
who's with Sessek?
The thing is, I don't think people who would try to eliminate a whole town would just give up over sun.
I'm
That
gonna vote to bring the sun in.
I'll speak for Azagal at this moment. Usually not that very talkative, but right now he goes, "Well, remember how Mortlock treated Amric? He clearly doesn't care about him. The brother tried to kill him. The whole family is a den of vipers. They don't love each other. This is a remarkable feat. The mother seemingly cares about the son, but not enough to risk his life for our entry. You know?"
I believe we can settle this peacefully. I feel that's one of my for a peaceful resolution of just bringing the sun in and trying to negotiate.
It seems like she's, well, yeah, he'll continue to talk. He goes, "Seems like the bitch ain't gonna talk unless he comes through the boundaries."
Okay.
Should we get him?
I vote for bringing the sun as well. But we won't try to negotiate.
Oh, we should
being
negotiate.
No. I'm saying we won't try to negotiate by being surrounded by guards. So keep in mind that.
Yeah, they'll have their forces, sure, but unless they have anything small enough to fit between a blade and his pretty neck, then it's not a lot any number of them can do.
True.
Sounds like we're storming into hell with this hostage, guys. Let me
Okay.
go get him.
Yeah, let's do that.
Away we go.
Alrighty. You quickly run, and you get Amric. By this point, Amric is snoring. He's just like,
Smack him inside his head.
"Ah! Ah!
Get
Oh!
up.
Ah! Hey! Be gentle, you uncouth barbarian." And,
I don't have to be. Alright, I pick him up from by the collar and I hold him
better!
standing.
And he stumbles onto his feet as Rhea joins by holding him by the back of his shoulder, just so this man is truly well sort of moved around and being shuffled through.
Yeah, we're going in with him.
Before we go in, I'm gonna ask I'm gonna ask the son. What do you think our chances are for your mother to actually surrender for your life?
Ah! Well, it's nice to have somebody ask my opinion. Ah! Well then, let's review some of the information, shall we? You've taken me out of my real nice accommodation. You've brought me alive, though one finger short. She may be a bit pissed about that. But as for will my mother surrender? Very possibly. Quite possibly.
Would you be able to convince her to do so?
Can I insight check that?
No, you may not.
Okay.
No, you may not.
Okay.
But he continues to just say, my mother and I clearly have overstayed our welcome here in Baldur's Gate, with one of my brothers already selling out the family. May as well be time, perhaps, that we be setting trails. Maybe I can convince her to do that, and we can be out of your hair and maybe never get seen in Baldur's Gate again. Seems like
So
the
you're
only way any of us are gonna make it out of this alive at this point.
so you're saying it's more likely that she will leave instead of surrender.
Surrender, leave, more or less one and the same thing, don't you think?
Well, when I'm thinking surrender, I'm thinking turn herself in flaming fist.
She looks at that and just goes, bit harder to persuade her, but I am her favourite. Suppose if my safety is on the line, my mother will go through great lengths to see me happy and hearty.
Okay. So the plan would be then, and I address the group, her surrender for his freedom. That would be a bargaining chip.
Yep. I have one suggestion. I want to fail safe. One of us with a knife to his throat, and one of us behind him with a knife to his spine. Whatever.
Fine with that?
Ah, yes, you'll stick me with any end of your weapons. I get it. I get it. By the way, you know I live here and I can talk you through the gates, but
Oh yeah, that's the plan. Please do so.
awesome. I thought you might catch up with me earlier, but seemingly you decided to get a few winks in. Vanric comes forward as you guys are being pushed, and he goes knocking. Jeffrey, the guard, opens the little cover, his 2 bruises still there, and he just goes, "Oh, hi guys. How are things? And where are we at?"
Jeffrey, would you mind opening the door for our friend here?
I
Gesture towards
he
my son.
he looks around and just goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and Amric. Yeah, that looks all good. None of you look like you're disguising him. He picks up a little pebble and throws it at Amric in the sort of midsection. He goes, "Doesn't fail under illusions. Check." Okay, guys. Well, it looks like everything is ticked off. Please, come on in. And Jeffrey opens the door. Look at that. The situation is resolved. What a fucking joy.
Who's with a knife to his neck and who's with a knife to his back?
Oh, yes. I see you have Amric perfectly well set up for stabbing. Please know that the Duchess did understand that he would be under those conditions, and she'll be very nice to see that, you changed your mind after the devils.
So, would be probably the best fit for the neck.
I
Yes?
beg your pardon, you're after the neck?
No, we're parties want to know who has a knife to the neck of him and who has a knife to the back. Like he's wondering it to the party.
Let's say Harty has one knife in the neck and Eros is ready to cut him down.
Alright.
And just for safety, Stormax will be. So we're pretty well set.
Okay. Alright. Yeah. You all come lining up, circling around Amric as you move slowly and carefully, 5 feet at a time. You go through the courtyard and you see that there is a collection of guards who, of course, are here and are watching you enter from a suitable distance. And they just check to see if anything goes down quickly. And yeah, they just watch you go.
Okay. Before we enter, I'm going to make Kurt disappear. Here, he won't be around.
Well,
Did I
Kurt's over here, but is your...
I can make him go into his little pocket dimension for a while.
Kurt disappears. Alrighty. You continue along, 5 feet at a time. I'll help Azagal, Drea, all get through. Hearty Silver goes forward. You're so close to the door. You're on the porch. So close. Oh my god. As you're making your way up to this porch, it is pretty nice. Yes. You come to the front door now, and Amric just says, give it a knock.
Okay. While somebody knocks on the door, can I just look around to see if I see any other exits or anything like that?
From your current position, you see what you see. You see the stable house to the northwest, which you knew of beforehand, and you see the rest of the yard, all of it hung with lantern light and 13-foot high stone walls. As you knock on the door, a very old, like 70-year-old human butler-garbed gentleman comes to the door, and he promptly opens it, and he just goes, "Yes, what can I do for you? Oh, I know you. Oh, you're part of the crew that has... Excuse me. You're part of the crew that took poor Amric, aren't you? Oh, the lady will be most displeased. Come on in. And the butler sort of issues you forth. Apart from the main entrance, this room has 2 exits. A plaster shelf lined with ornate vases circle the room at a height of 9 feet. Spread across the flagstone floor is a 10-foot tall, 10 foot wide, 15-foot long rug of exquisite design, depicting a royal coronation. 2 tapestries hanging on the walls depict a dragon flying over a ship and pilgrims on camels, respectively. Now, through here, you see a 19-year-old woman towards the back of this long corridor, as she seemingly is just not making eye contact and just keeping her head down.
Does she look like a maid?
She does look very much like a maid, yes.
Okay.
Okay. Let me see. Okay. From there, he says, Alright, very well. Now, I know that the Duchess is elsewhere at the moment. Would you care to make yourself comfortable in the dining room for the time being?
Elsewhere? What do you mean elsewhere?
The old man thinks about this for a while and just goes, nothing. She's on premises, I suppose. But you gotta forgive an old man. I don't quite remember like I used to.
Is he lying?
Can we insight check that?
You can do an insight check. He's not lying, but with such a role, I will share that he's not being completely honest with you either.
Okay, I want to ask him. So you let a band of 6 enemies into your base while the mistress...
I didn't let you. You have a hostage. We have no choice. We must oblige you. I mean, you were at the gates apparently for several hours, so it was told.
Very well, old man. Show us to the dining room.
Very good. And he simply opens up the doors to the left-hand side, and he just leads you in. An iron wrought chandelier hangs above a black oak dining table surrounded by 8 high-backed chairs carved to look like devils. A fireplace dominates one wall, flanked by red curtain windows. A handsome, glass-doored wine cabinet stands against one wall. And with that, Fendrick here says, I suppose that none of you will be partial to any beveragement at the moment.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
Very well.
Remembering what happened to us in dungeon with the of the cultists, any of those statues look like they're magical, like magical gloves will start beating us anytime soon.
Let's have a look-see. Where are we? Where are you guys having it? You may make a little investigation check.
Wouldn't it be Arcana?
Sure.
Not quite, because you're specifically looking to match this kind of animated gauntlet that you dealt with before. Otherwise, yes, it would be Arcana. I would say that these are not enchanted. They will not animate like they did before. Well, like those fists did before.
Okay. And to the other side of the door we entered, that's a fireplace, or is that another exit?
Here is a fireplace. Here is a door to the south, and here are double set of doors.
Okay.
Shortly thereafterwards, Fendrick, the old man, shuffles wearily towards the doorway, and he just goes, Amber, we need Frostwell here. Bring the fool down. And Amber just goes, Alright, fair enough, old man.
Who is this Frostwell?
Frostwell Van Vamper. He's the lord of the house at the moment. Well, with the fact that you have Amric Van Vamper in.
I was under the impression we would speak to the lady of the house, not the lord of the house.
I wouldn't have any opinions on that, I'm afraid.
Tell me, old man, who rules this house? Who gives the ultimate orders? Whose word is law inside this house?
Please, pardon me, sir. I'm an old man. And he just goes to the back here, and he just kind of shies away from the questions. Now, speaking of old men, seemingly a very sort of gaunt-looking figure with very decrepit figures comes through the door. The man looks like he's aged a third of what his actual age might well be, as you see Frostwell Van Vamper. And Frostwell creaks with each footstep that he walks until he gets into the whole dining room. He quietly sort of makes his way in. And
He is one of the brothers, right?
Yes. Yes. He seemingly looks like a 40-ish-year-old man. As he comes in, he doesn't sit, and he immediately says to you, So, you've come with my brother. How are you doing, Amric? You feeling good? Amric responds, Well, as always, looking remarkably better than you do, Frostwell. Frostwell then kind of takes a sneer back at his brother, and he keeps standing. He kind of says, Fendrick, leave us. I need some privacy. And Fendrick goes, Oh, but sir... And Frostwell says, Just go, you old coot. And Fendrick shuffles out of there, closing the set of double doors behind him.
Can we gather from his behavior, from the butler's behavior, that the actual one that gives order and everybody obeys to is the mother, not the son?
Based on the old man's reactions, it's not that clear because he's old, he acts a bit senile. And First Will basically comes forth and he just goes, you don't mind if I pull out a chair, do you? I kind of need to sit down.
By
You
all
don't-
means, it's your house.
You don't look very well. What's wrong with you?
Some conditions since birth. It's not really something I enjoy sharing.
Might as well. We seem to be waiting.
We're not friends, so I won't be waiting. He pulls out a chair before you and very weakly sits down on it. So weakly his arms shudder and shake as he plops himself down into that chair. And now he goes to say, first of all, my mother wants to see Amric alive. I personally am ashamed to say that you didn't kill him outside the gates. Oh, wouldn't that be great, Amric? They gave me your finger through the door, you know. They threw it like it was old post, yet to be delivered. And he waves Amric's finger, and Amric scornfully frowns before reclining back to say, even my chopped off one finger less hand still is more attractive than the whole entirety of your ugly form, brother. And to that, First Will scowls again, hatefully. He goes to say, oh, how I wish I could pay you to dispatch of him now. I would love absolutely nothing more than to be rid of him. And I want you to know that, Amric. It's the best thing you've done to send our clod of a brother out of the city. Been so happy at that, so at least you deserve to live longer. As for you all, you want to be rid of the Van Famper family, hmm?
Yes, that seems right, but I'm curious. What side are you really on? You seem to despise your brother. You don't seem to like your mother. The butler barely obeys you. So what's your role in all this?
Ironically, you might be surprised to hear that I'm a son to a very, very complex family. You would find that there's no better an explanation than I can give. Though, I have maybe a little bit of a proposal. My mother did deal with you, but she doesn't know is that you're dealing with me before seeing her.
Okay. I'm
Sorry,
intrigued.
what's... Radek, are you clipping something at the moment?
No.
Somebody was clipping something. I'm going to have to keep an eye out. First Will continues to kind of go on to say, I want your cleric to step forward, please.
Okay, no problem. I can do that.
Alright. Come here.
Hello. Take out my hand. I'm Dr. Joseph.
As he gets closer, I look straight in his eyes and puts the knife closer to the neck.
Of Amric.
Yeah.
First
Just
Will,
as a
First Will
precaution.
doesn't care in the slightest. The deeper you draw your neck in, the more he seems satisfied that you might accidentally cut his neck in front of him.
I stick out my hand to Thrustwell and say, hello, I'm Dr. Joseph. Nice to meet you, sir.
Now, for no questions asked, I'll show you how to get to my mother. In exchange, all I want is to take a small prick of your blood. And I'm going to keep it in a vial. And that's it. You see, I have spies around Baldur's Gate. And he waves a little hand forward, and beside you, on the wine cabinet, a little devil, a little imp, emerges. Just right there, after being invisible. And he says, they watched you enter the bathhouse, and they watched you enter the Low Lantern Tavern, and they watched you enter into the Elf Song Inn. Now I have a certain problem, which I'm trying to give some creative solutions to. And I would be very interested to try the tainted blood of a cleric that seemingly preserves life, but tortures it so cruelly.
Dr. Jekyll kind of scowls for a little bit, and then he just puts on smiles again. I don't know what you mean by that, but I'm willing to help.
How
If you need any help.
compliant. Based on how I saw you treat that priest of Merkel, I rather thought this would be a more difficult ask. Well, simple. He carefully produces a pin from his pocket and just hands it to you. And he holds open a vial, and he simply says, all I want is a single prick of your blood, and that'll be it.
Dr. Joseph, I would advise against that. Why do you need that?
Well,
If it helps us proceed with our goals, if I have to make a small sacrifice, even if he harms me, it shall be good in the end.
you'll only
Joseph,
harm
you don't
yourself
have
with a
to do.
I'm sorry, I'm interrupting. You guys talk.
Joseph, you don't have to do anything. We have his brother. We're here to talk to the mother.
I think I want to know. Is this to help someone? Do you need my blood? What are you trying to do with it? Help someone. I'm willing to give my blood.
Well then, you'll know that you'll help me. As for what with, I can't tell you. As for the side effects, you'll receive none. Neither will you be bothered by me. Neither
Can you make up?
will my devils bother you.
Can you make
Simply,
an oath?
I don't even know if I need your blood. Out of your crew, yours seemed like an interesting component that might yield unexpected results to my certain private problem.
Question: will anyone be harmed by my blood? That's just all I want to know.
Not by your blood, no.
Okay. I will accept that. If you're willing to help us in our journey to meet your mother, I'm willing to give. And I'll take the pin needle and I'll prick it.
Radek is visibly discomforted by.
Oh
Right.
yeah, this is gonna be bad. I have a feeling.
Firstwell meekly holds the little jar, little vial before you, and he
Oh.
just waits for your droplet to just sort of like peel into it.
I'll help a bit. I'll take that for you. And I'll squeeze with my finger and make the blood go quicker.
Firstwell nods at this, and he just goes, very, very good. Very good.
After it gets in there, I hand it back.
Amric, at this point, just kind of leans over the table, despite the neck at his throat, and he just goes, you really are a disgusting son of a bitch. Have I never told you that, Firstwell? Just really as gross. You know, you and our dog-headed, brained bastard of a brother are both just as keen to sell out the family just for your own benefit, huh? At which point, Firstwell says, well, I don't want to sell out the family, but I was sold out by the family first. You're the favorite. I'm sure you'll get away with it. Anyway, I'll be leading you I'll be sending a manservant with you to the entrance to the cellars. We have a underground catacomb system of, it's better you see it, but the point is, we conduct and have got a certain horde of things. You want to take my brother to see my mother? You'll find it down below. And he meekly gets off his chair. A man so frail, it obviously seems impossible that he could barely contend with any single one of you. And Radek gets in his way, I suppose.
Yeah.
He looks
Yeah.
up and he's just like, "You want something?"
Yes. Do want some. This
Go
is all a bit confusing. Why do you want Mother gone? What has she done to him? And speak plainly.
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion, okay.
Hmm.
Actually, I'm going to use my inspiration for that. Fuck it.
Nice, nice. First of all says, "You see that glossy-haired, mustached son of a bastard's goat?
Yeah.
He's been groomed and lined up for our inheritance. He's mother's favorite." Amric smirks at this and just shrugs like, "What can you do?" Meanwhile, he goes, "But I'm the oldest. I am the first, and I should be ruling this damn house. So I don't quite love my mother entirely, but I also still love her as my mother. I hate my brother as much as I'd hate any of my others, but he's still family. It's a very confusing relationship, let's say. As for you, you kind of have forced my hand. When a group like yours comes trouncing along, there's a few opportunities to come out of it alive. This is mine. And if
And the
you're...
blood. Sorry, go ahead.
There's a few opportunities to stay alive during it. If this is my opportunity, I won't squander it. How things will likely go down there, I don't know. But a confrontation between you and my mother is inevitable, and I only hope Amric is caught in the crossfire.
And the blood. What's that for?
You're gonna have to settle that is a private issue.
Can I glean for this that he's planning to use it on some sort of magical purpose to rejuvenate himself?
All right, now
That's my inkling.
You have a very specific question, so I'm going to allow this insight. It's not vague. It's very on nose about a key subject, so I can assist.
This is something that's also in my backstory, if you remember. So.
Ah, yes. So this will be an insight check.
Insight check, okay.
It's very good. First well is purposely being secretive, but because you're being so pinpointed, I can say to you, he is planning to use this on a magic item. He doesn't know if it will work or not. He's only guessing. He's only trying at various sort of exotic concoctions and ingredients. But you do know it's not to rejuvenate himself. But partially, it is to make him more pleased with himself.
Okay. So it's nothing like what I sent you in the beginning. Nothing like that.
No, nothing quite like that.
Okay. I'll step out of his way then.
He just nods to you. Oh my god, this is it's going by a bit... it's going by quite interestingly.
Lightning speed.
Well, it's gone from being stuck at the door, going nowhere, to, lightning speed, as you say. It's a very interesting series of events.
I am going to whisper to Joseph that I don't think that was a good idea. If
Might
he
not,
wants
though.
if he wants us to stop him, he should tell us now.
No, it's fine. He gave me his word that it won't harm anyone. Is he planning to hurt anyone with that? He doesn't
Joseph,
seem like
Joseph, he has two imps and he's clearly in command of devils, so I don't know if his word is worth much. Except for the apparent hatred towards his family, I don't think he's a saint. It's your
Nah.
call.
I'm gonna allow it to go because at the end of the day, it did help us. That was a trade for allow us to get quicker results.
Okay, I'm going to weirdly look at Joseph being confused by not knowing what's happening, how he changed so fast and so quickly.
The
I just-
whiplash
Yeah,
personality.
and just start to think about that in the back of my head.
Totally, absolutely. I think that's pretty darn fair of you to struggle like that. Meanwhile, your DM is not prepared. He read a chapter, but he didn't realize he needed to read a chapter and a bit. Alrighty.
Lightning speed.
Yeah, it fucking is some speedage. Okay.
We can take a 10-minute break if you want.
No, that would be cheap. You didn't pay to have 10-minute breaks. That's only when I have to go to the toilet. Now then.
But I need my nap time.
Interesting. First well leads you out, takes you east past the main set of doors that lead into a foyer type room. Well, not a foyer. I think more like the kitchen. So quite different. Here you are seeing that there are pleasant smells and a chef that is currently dealing with things here. You see that there is a 35-year-old looking male who is busily just sort of like checking in on things, and he turns around as first will kind of goes into this door here. He quietly just says, "Don't mind what you're doing and keep back to work." Just on the other side of that, you see a flying cat. But this cat that's lying there looks a bit mangled. Looks a little bit like this Tressum here. Gonna give you a little handout of it. And it's just... Oh, go on.
I'm going to specifically, throughout our track throughout the house, I'm going to specifically look for any magical objects that I can spot or see, just passively glooming, looking left and right while we follow him. Anything that seems anyway infernal, devilish, emanating magical auras, or anything like that.
Totally. But now, your DM is actually legitimately going to ask for a small bio break, so BRB.
I'll make me another cup of coffee.
I'm sorry, audience. I'm sorry. We have to.
That was totally not what we
Yeah.
discussed.
Oh no. The thing is, I don't know anything of what we discussed right now. My character.
Yeah, I know. I like that. We were going to storm the place, and now we're just wancing through it.
No, just like
The nature of the game is chaotic.
the thing is, that blood I know is gonna come back and bite me in the ass.
Yeah, we all knew that.
But-
Don't give your blood to a devil person.
But in the mind, Joseph, what's a little blood to help avoiding conflict?
I'll take a 1-minute break too while DM is out.
I mute myself.
Yeah, quite nice.
Anybody here?
Yep.
Yep, just working on the coffee.
Here, chilling.
Got myself a beer.
Oh, nice. What time is it over there?
9:30 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like in the middle of the afternoon for me, and I'm like,
Oh, yeah. No, I literally finished work like 5 minutes. I was finishing up while the stream started, so just chilling. I was so tempted to just kill the brother there.
yeah.
Yeah. Or we could have taken him hostage, you know. He looks weak, but I'm afraid he has a lot of evil magic down his sleeve.
I think, and nobody gives a rat's ass about him, not even his mother. But
If that brother
see.
isn't a warlock, I will eat my right toe. That fucker's a evil
yeah,
hit.
I was thinking the same thing: warlock, necromancer, something along those lines.
Yeah, if he ain't on the signs.
Also, I have a very specific point in the backstory that was sort of suspiciously tied into that, but I guess it's not.
It was just convenient.
Yeah, it was just a happy coincidence that happened.
Well, about to go see the mother, so that's gonna be fun, or at least interesting. Okay, so isn't Cessic our only charismatic PC?
I think me and Cesic are sort of the same charisma. I have 14. I don't know how much Cesic has. If I remember correctly, he has 14 as well.
Okay, so it's not the only guy who can charismatic.
We were not charismatic at all. +2 with no bonuses, no. I don't think he has any proficiencies as either, so +2 isn't that big.
Well, it's better than mine.
Yeah. I am digging that flying cat though.
Word. Cat with wings.
Yeah. Instead, I have a raven now. Cat with wings sounds awesome.
Oh yeah, my character can no longer speak Abyssal, just so y'all know. Or Infernal.
I can speak both.
I can speak Infernal.
I can no longer speak Infernal right now.
I can speak both Abyssal and Infernal, so we're set
So,
with that.
we're good.
Don't forget, I was an apprentice to a weird wizard.
Weird wizard.
Wizard?
We really weird wizard.
Boo. Bad pun. Boo. You weird.
There is no such thing as a bad pun.
Okay, there's a hurtful pun. There's
What?
bad puns that are so bad they hurt, but there's funny.
I'm curious. Do you guys have access to the backstory I have? Can anybody see character sheet?
I can look. I could check right now and see if I can. I don't think so.
Yeah, we could read it.
I think
Oh
it's.
yeah,
I think it's public. Yeah. Okay.
yeah. I can read it, but I don't like doing that. I like to wait and find out.
Yeah,
on
I
my own.
didn't. Yeah, I didn't do that for any.
I read all your backstories.
Even though Joseph's cackle is suggestive enough that it's hard to ignore as a character.
Oh yeah, I'm hoping I'll find out. He tries, but both of them are very flamboyant personalities, so it's very hard to hide when they always like to show off, like to do things.
Oh, believe me, my character is always thinking about that. He finds you really weird.
Oh yeah. One day
He's working out the courage to ask at some point. We'll see when.
The thing is, it's gonna figure out who you ask. At times can be a big difference on the result you get.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to try to roleplay it as much as possible. tight.
I'm hoping y'all figure out what conditions cause things to happen. Because there's conditions.
So far, I could gather really high amounts of violence. Trigger.
Okay?
But that's it.
You got one. I'll tell you that. You got one.
Please
It's
excuse
the
me for
only
that
one
delay.
that I can see.
Back, guys. Please excuse me for that delay.
back.
Right. First, well, simply opens up the doors to the south or to the north here. As he does so, you see that there is a very straightforward staircase that leads its way down. And
Before that, can I pet the cat?
you go towards the cat, and Firstwell is a slow ass figure as it is. As you go through, the cat says, Firstwell kind of says, That's a slobber chops. I wouldn't think you'd find her too friendly. You go towards the cat, and it's currently sort of like just licking its own paw. Just really has actually, speaking of, as that Firstwell is kind of here, the Slobberchops kind of arches its pack and just kind of goes, no, kind of like, just like really sort of unhappy to see him as he goes, the bloody thing hates me. Not that I care, but it's really annoying.
Does he look like my familiar?
Slobberchops?
Yeah, I mean, is he sort of familiarish like? Or
Oh.
is he a creature?
Well, it's interesting you say that, Radic, because Slobberchops is a Tressium. And a Tressium does make for a very nice familiar to many wizards, should they want one. It's a CR0 creature, but they're pretty fun to have around. They're just a cat that can fly.
Okay, so I could assume, without you telling me anything, but I could assume that someone's familiar watching this.
That is possible. It's also
Okay.
possible this could just be an animal Tressium. Much like your Kurt is a crow, but you could also encounter crows in the wild, you know?
Okay.
So, take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Alright. Firstwell basically just goes forth and just says, after you, I won't be joining you down in the cellars.
I am going to stand right next to Eros and sort of nudge him to be first.
Oh,
Arrows is still busy trying to pet the cat. But then he he's like, oh yeah.
well, make an animal handling check, Eros.
There we go.
Oh,
You get the idea to feed Slobberchops a little bit of food. Slobberchops immediately reacts to this and just kind of goes. And this big mangy cat just flies up and perches on your shoulder.
Aw.
You now have a pet.
you stole a familiar from somebody.
The first rule says, take the cat. I don't love it or care for it. Just take it.
I start fluffing up his fur/feathers and playing with his cheeks, and then I turn and say, "You wait right here. I'll be right back for you."
Ow! The cat stubbornly wants to stay with you.
Well, you can
Okay.
fly with me then.
Ow! The cat
And that
keeps to your shoulders.
and I move
I'm
to
going to
the.
suspiciously eye that cat the whole journey.
Okay. Perfectly fine. Yeah. Eros. Let's just give you the handout of a Tresim. Sure, there won't be multiple. And
That's gonna survive long.
So again,
here we
we
go,
give
Eros. Hang on. Give that a try. Do you have slobber chops?
Yeah, I do.
Can you move him his token?
Yes, I can.
There we go then. He's yours.
Oh, I got a familiar.
You do. Well, you have a pet. You don't have a familiar bunny quotation marks. But yes.
So, just that kind of thing, like put it on the metagame. It's humorous that so far I have given blood to what we're pretty sure is either a warlock, necromancer, something kind of useful wizard, and now we've taken a familiar, thing we're pretty sure is a familiar, into our party, and we're just gonna keep him with us. I ain't saying I hate the decision. It's humorous when I look at it.
This is every session of D&D I've ever hosted. This is as normal to me as breathing.
Okay, let's go downstairs.
Okay, let's go.
If
Into
this
the
shocks
dungeon we go.
you, I wonder how much D&D you've done in your life.
No,
I
I
told you I'm new.
I do a D&D, but I just always like pointing out situations like this.
Oh, cool. In that case, yeah, no worries. So you make your way to the landing, and then you guys begin to shuffle your way down. Sessik and Asagal make your way down, and make your way down. Alrighty. Wow, that was interesting. Alrighty. Let's copy
How dark
everybody
is it
here.
as we're going down?
I will let you know as soon as I know.
Okay.
What I will say is that this staircase is not brightly lit. And between you there is some dark vision working to your favor. That's interesting. Okay, alright. That can't really be right. Alright, I guess it is correct. Oh yeah, there we go. Ah, that's where. Okay. It's kind of a new session. Let's organize people. Amric will be nicely in the middle, I think. You'll have your mage in the back, your barbarian in the front, slobber chops on top of him, Sessik nearby, Hearty Silver and Azagal nearby, Amric nearby, but in front of Hearty Silver, so he can quickly stab Amric, and I will be changing the page over.
We also have Rhea with us. She was
You
next
do.
to her thumb.
You do have Rhea Mantleborn. Speaking of, in this case, Rhea, as she climbs down the stairs, goes, well, I don't care much about that first will, but I get the impression that only his mother is gonna tell me what I need to know about Ulder.
I have a feeling I go back.
Alrighty. Now, with you guys all here, please roll me another initiative. Now, it is lit in some of these tunnels. Yes. Now, you get the sensation as you're down here that there is a smell of perfumes and incense, and there is a mingling of smells. There's the sewery, stagnant water smell with pungent odors that you imagine from the sewers, mixed in with that incense smells, which kind of pretties up the dankness that's in here. Who will be taking control of Sessik today?
I'll do it.
Eros, get a point of inspiration. Who will be controlling Azagal today?
I'll do it.
Alrighty.
This one? No, it's just rhythm. My bad.
Okay. Yeah, Rhythm Bot is not being used at the moment.
Yeah, I just heard it drop, and I was like, oh, snap, someone dropped.
Mm. So, yes. Everybody's initiative still needs to be rolled, which includes Sessic and Azagal and Hearty Silver.
I did.
Did you
didn't
click your
your
token?
Oh. I need to roll again?
You
I got
do.
a crit.
Nope. You'd keep that crit if you made sure you clicked your token. It'd be wise words for the future. Remember to click that token.
Damn
Yep. It do be like that sometimes.
it.
Dark Dungeon level 3. This is
Okay, let's see. We should have 7 people. Minus Amric. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who am I missing? Hearty Silver, Eros, Dr. Joseph Skackle, Azagal, Radek, Rhea, Hearty. We're missing Sessic. Please may someone roll Sessic's initiative, please.
I got it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Danke.
Think it's you.
There we go. Right. So. 4 stone pillars brace the 10-foot-high vaulted ceiling of this dry cellar, the walls of which are lined with a dozen barrels on wooden braces. Half the barrels have brass spigots trapped into them. The rooms also contain 2 stacks of wooden crates, one in the middle of the room and another in this by the south wall. How would you guys like to proceed?
Do we get any indication from the older brother where exactly I'm heading? Or did he just say go downstairs?
He just said go downstairs.
I move forward and I check this. Is this a door?
That is a door there. There is a door there.
Then I go ahead and open it.
Okay, alright. Just to mention that it is not bright here. As you go to open the door, bursting out of one of the crates in the middle of this large sort of room, come bursting forth 3 spined devils! And now we gotta get initiative going. We have initiative. We gotta get the music going. Battle music. What do we need? What do we need? What do we need? We're gonna have that battle music. Yes. Alrighty, we'll be giving some of this. Just for a tango. Alrighty. Now, as these spine devils were quite well hidden in the darkness, and nobody went searching for them, or for anything, we will go with a bit of a surprise right now. Alrighty. Okay. Alrighty. These guys all need to roll me some initiative too. Initiative 2. Is that what I need? One of the initiatives, please. Fine. You want to be nat ones? You can be nat ones. I don't care. Watch me. As they go flying in quite speedily, the devils fly just not so high up into the air. It's only 10 feet high that they can go. But simply, one goes over here, one goes down here, one keeps a little bit back to here. And a series of them send out their spines. Whoa! Hearty Silver, I heard your mic bump. Be careful.
Sorry.
It's cool. Slobberchops, well, she can be in combat or she can't be in combat. You must declare now. Which would you like it to be, Eros?
No combat.
Okay, I'll put Slobberchops away. Now then, the spined devils release, as you've noticed before, a series of tail spikes from their spiky growths. 2 get thrown at you, Eros. 1 is an 11 and one is with advantage, so they both hit. You get hit with a 21. dealing 4 piercing damage and 3 fire. Then following that, the second devil nearby laces in a terrible, vicious critical strike. Well, no, actually, the critical is still on you, dealing 8 points of piercing and then another 4 points of fire damage. The second spine devil, right after that, shoots over Radek and goes after Azagal. Whoa. Alright. With advantage, the other spine devil back here manages to strike Azagal on a crit, dealing 4 piercing and then 8 fire damage. And then finally, the devil back here, it's going to make 2 attacks on Radek. Alrighty. But both of them are going to be misses, even with advantage. And then that turn order cycles through, and then we go back to regular initiative. And now we begin with Hearty Silver.
Right. He kicks. He kicks. What's his name again? The brother.
The brother. Okay, he kicks Amric, huh?
Amric to the ground.
Alright, Amric goes to the ground, it seems, and he falls prone.
I go to the spine devil. I slash.
Okay. Alright, excellent. The spine devil is flapping his wings, but he cannot kind of be further away than this. And yeah, you may make your attack. That is a hit.
Oh.
Excellent. Your non-silvered rapier lunges deeply into the spine devil's side, but once again you find yourself feeling like your amazing strikes don't do you justice for how the devil bleeds and is cut up. Is that your turn?
Deep breath, and he disengages.
Excellent. Excellent. Eros, it's now your turn. You're looking pretty banged up. Eros, you're muted.
Sorry about that.
It's cool.
So yeah, I'm gonna run up and attack this one,
Excellent.
and not raging. I'm just gonna go ahead and fight as it is.
Alright, very good. Go ahead and make that attack, please. I'm glad it says silver. Alright, you failed to declare any amount of reckless attacks, so that will be a 6 and that will be a miss.
I can reckless out of rage.
You can.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
You want to redo that?
No, it's fine. I
Okay.
didn't say it, so.
Alrighty. And that will be your turn. Dr. Joseph Skackle, it's your turn now.
I shall take 1 step to stand guard over. I can't say his name. My bad. Let me get. To stand guard over Amiric.
Amric.
My bad.
It's cool.
And then I shall cast Sacred Flame.
Brilliant. Which devil?
That one
Alrighty.
right there, I'm thinking. The 1 damage.
The devil does take it though, and it squeals out hatefully against the divine light that you send down upon it. But otherwise, other than that, it seems otherwise still good to go. And now it is Sessek's turn. Sessek controlled by Eros, I think, claimed Sessek?
Yeah. Sussex kind of low, so I'm gonna go ahead and. Well, no, I guess. All right, he's gonna move up here, And let's see.
I would like to remind you that Sessek has prepared a series of vials that are holy water.
So he
Just
does have holy water.
just for reference.
But he's gonna do silver longsword.
Okay,
And then a bite.
excellent. The silver longsword is a miss.
And for his bite,
The bite is a hit, and I believe Sessek will benefit from their lizard
jaws?
folk sort of hungry jaws. Yes. Alrighty. So Sessek will be gaining a few temporary hit points. Yes. Make sure you put it in temporary, not in the main hit points.
I don't know where to do that.
It's literally right underneath the hit points. You just look a little lower where it says 0, and you'll see temporary hit points on his character sheet.
Oh, on this character sheet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty. But I believe that is Sessek's turn. Azagal's turn now, controlled by Hearty Silver.
Nope.
No, Shackle.
Ah, Shackle. Okay, go right
Yep.
ahead.
He is going to charge the devil over here. And he shall swing with his great bow.
Excellent, excellent. Are these silvered? They are silvered, but that is a miss. You guys aren't doing that well, unfortunately, at the moment.
And I think that's his turn.
No,
Maybe doing his
he
yeah.
has
Oh,
a offhand attack with another silver. Oh, it's two-handed battle axe. Yeah,
it's two-handed.
seeing his token with two hands, I got to thinking. All right, Radic, it's your turn. Radic, it's your turn.
Radic.
Yep. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So I want to do something a bit weird. Let me know if this works. So I'm going to take out one of the spell books I have,
Excellent.
and I'm going to cast. Actually, I'm not going to. I'm going to move behind Eros, rip out one of the papers, and hand it over to him, and ask him read it if you get hit. I'm going to hand him one of the scrolls that's there, and that would be shield.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool, cool.
So if that I want that to be my action. If it
That's a
This
very
takes
fair action. I think that's all good. I think
Okay.
that's good. Alright, yeah, I
Uh,
like it. You can
okay,
continue
and I'm
your
just gonna-
movement.
remove shield from spellbook number 4 I have.
Okay. Sounds like a good plan.
Okay. So that Eros, that's a reaction. It's a +5 AC if you need it.
Okay, gotcha.
Excellent.
And that would be my turn.
Alrighty. It is Rhea's turn. Now, Rhea does not shy when seeing devils. Rhea looks to Dr. Joseph Skackle, and honestly, she kind of considers herself the veteran between the two of you. And she looks over to you and she says, you have Hammock under control, right?
Yes, I'll stand guard over him. I should be fine.
She steps forward and she unsheaves a longsword. She wields it two-handedly, and she makes her way in splint armor into the fight. She will come join Sessek, and she will come forward with a non-silvered longsword two-handedly, but she does so twice. Both attacks, well, the first attack is a miss, the second attack is a hit, and she issues 10 half to 5 points of slashing damage, as she does come, bravely and without remorse straight into the side of this Spine Devil's being. That is the Spine Devil's turn. This Spine Devil here, he's going to... Okay. Flies out of the enemy reach. Yeah. The devil is going to make a bite and a fork attack on Eros. The bite is a miss, but the fork is a hit. Now, before I tell you the result, do you cast your shield, Eros?
Yeah, cast shield.
You cast
Actually-
shield. Oh, hello.
Can he do that as a reaction after being hit? At least that's how it works for me. Being a scroll, it might work different.
It is a reaction for him. I will allow it to be a reaction since you helped him, but I still want him to answer the question I pressed, which was,
Okay.
did you want it to cast, yes or no? To this, he has decided to be yes. Eros, as he drives the fork towards you, you quickly summon up your scroll, and it isn't a matter of reading it, as much as it is sort of locking your eye on the arcane glyphs, the brief moment that you need in order to bring forth the spell's power. The scroll immediately lights up and burns itself away as a shining dome forms around you. The demon's fork spills away in a flash of sparks as you are kept safe and sound within.
Oof, nice.
Following that, the devil does kind of screech hatefully with a sort of "Ah!" and begins to fly. Once again, as it flies, it does so in such a way that it is too quick for you to get an attack of opportunity, and it simply curves around in the space to come towards Radek. Azagal, I see you've stepped in. Welcome. Just wait till your
Yes.
turn. It'll come up. Try to catch up with what's going on. More spine devils. You're in the basement of Vamphamper family.
What's up, Azagal?
Yeah. Now this spine devil, he's going to lash away at Azagal. Doesn't like him. Doesn't care for him much. But he's going to just try a bite and a fork. The bite and the fork fail quite spectacularly. The spine devil, being frustrated by this, quickly, as seen with earlier talents, swoops in and starts moving right around all you guys, and in an unnecessarily complicated way, comes right to this side towards you, Hearty Silver. He's going to finish his turn there. The devil, backed into this kind of corner here, makes his fork and bite attempt on Rhea alone. And he misses her twice. Just keeping things fluid, he is going to flap his wings and once again move without attack of opportunity right towards Azagal, as these spine devils just work to kind of like swirl around you all, one after one another. And now it is back to Hearty Silver's turn.
With his natural move, he climbs the wall and does a wall jump, stabs the devil in his face.
Excellent. You miss.
Fuck.
Don't forget your flanking capabilities, by the way, gentlemen.
Really? It works with even with a space.
No, it doesn't. I'm just saying don't forget about using it.
All right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get. I'm gonna try to stab him.
Now as you lunge forward with the rapier, this flying devil quickly just flaps his wings high enough to get above the rapier. But as you lunge forward, you just unpocket your dagger and just scratch the base of the flying devil as you fly by. May roll me damage. You leave a reasonable scratch on the devil's side. Whoops, that's Hearty Silver. Let's give your health back. You didn't get hurt. You have your health back, Hearty Silver. It's the devil that's getting hurt. You do issue in a nice deep cut, and it does a good job, but the spine devil remains strong. Anything else you'd like to do, Hearty Silver?
I'm going to end my turn. Sadly.
Alrighty. Now, Eros, it's your turn.
Eros is gonna turn to the spine devil, swing his silver great axe recklessly.
Now that is a hit.
And rolling damage, and I think I also get Divine Fury on that.
No,
Quick sec.
you only get it when that's an advantage. Well, when you're raging.
Right, it's only when raging.
Yes.
No,
Now,
yeah.
being the man who reckless attack, you shall have the man with the shot in the back symbol to show that these creatures now have advantage against you. So beware. Alrighty. But
That-
yes, it is silvered. So as your silvered great axe does slice into this devil's side, you manage to hack away at a series of the spines that were coating across its back, several of them peeling away. And holy shit, I have 10 viewers. Shit. Hello. This is a bit
Hello.
crazy. Ah!
Hello, 10 viewers.
Hello, 10 viewers.
Yes.
Welcome to this
Man.
bloodbath.
I don't know how...
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Streamlabs have lied to me before, but I mean, outside of you guys that are helping me get this number, that's still quite a lot. I'm quite happy. I gotta get
Are you
affiliate by
Robert
now.
sent by the FBI?
Is the FBI looking in on me, huh? Anyway, nice. Eros, you do a great slash. The silver damage issuing a devastating blow, and the devil feels all of it. But otherwise, I believe that's your turn.
Yes, that is my turn.
Dr. Joseph Skackle, it's back to you.
Let's see. Hey, Asgal's in.
Yeah.
Okay. No
That-
one's down yet. Surviving their turn. So Sacred Flame.
All right, who
this-
won?
The one near. I feel
Okay.
threatened by.
All right, do know that you're cutting in and out a little bit. Somebody should have
Okay, my
left
bad.
you with the holy water. That would have been a great. In this situation, you would have been best in your hands. It seems. Just speaking out loud. The devil fucking backflips, shoot you off, pisses in your face, and completely ignores your sacred flame. As you do issue that fire down, the spined devil seemingly just brings forth his fork, and it just sort of reflects that flame into Harty's eyes briefly, as he just so utterly dismisses it.
And for my bonus action, can I prep an action? As a bonus action?
My answer to that is technically no, but pitch to me what you want to do.
If anyone goes down, I'm sent to cast holy word,
You mean healing word?
healing word. My bad.
That's cool. No, you cannot. It takes an
Okay.
action to prepare another spell or action with your reaction. You
No problem.
cannot use your bonus for it.
No problem.
Okay. Sessik, it is your turn, controlled by Eros.
Sesek is gonna move right here behind it to get that flanking bonus,
Ah, there we go.
and it's gonna swing with a silver longsword and try to bite.
Okay. The longsword is a hit. The bite is not.
Okay, for 11
Excellent.
slashing damage.
Yes, as Sessik does issue this great slash, the spined devil, having been cut up by it before, or Sessik before, suddenly feels himself losing a great deal of blackish blood that burns gently with dark red smoke and fire as it suffers along the ground here.
And that's Sesek's turn.
Alrighty. As a gal, it's your turn.
Right. Okay, so Azagal will take out his silver battle axe if he didn't already. Wear it
He
in
did.
2 hands. Okay, awesome. And then just hack away at the demon that's right in front of him.
Okay, excellent.
And I do love this soundtrack, by the way. It's pretty awesome.
Good, good. I'm glad. Ah! No, the power of Final Fantasy IX. Fuck you. No, not 9. It was the best, and fight me on it. Anyway.
Maybe I will. Maybe I will.
Oh, you want to try? You want to try? You want to take on God, who's sending you to hell? Oh, please, piss me off before you get to hell. I will love to add some shit for
All
you.
Final Fantasy games are shit.
No, you suck, man.
You
I mean,
did
come
not
on.
say that.
No. Can I hit? I'm gonna hit you so hard, man. After you finish.
Yay, as a gal, we have a friend. However, I won't say that every Final Fantasy is great.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with that. Totally. But
There-
still, all of them. Holy crap,
I
man.
never played any of them. But I know it.
I'm gonna
in my
gift you
heart.
Final
shut
Fantasy
up.
9 Hearty Silver. I'm gonna gift it to you as a late Christmas present, and you're gonna play it, or else, so help me God, Hearty Silver dies.
Final
need-
Fantasy 13 is the best
sorry.
Final Fantasy.
What you meant to say, Hearty Silver dies again.
Final
Ah,
Fantasy 7, guys, all the way.
I'm looking forward to
That's
the
one.
remake. However, oh god, if I start now, I have to be committed. Hearty Silver. No, it wasn't Hearty Silver. Who was it? It was. Who said 13? Who said 13 was good?
Me.
Don't
said it's the
Joseph
best.
Skackle. Yes, it was good. And then
No, I'm
it
taking
just
the shit.
overextended with fucking part 2 and part 3, which was such nonsense time warping bullshit written by
Yeah.
a terrible fan fiction
I
writer.
feel we digress.
Yeah, I'm taking the piss.
Yeah. I
Some
mean,
No,
people
Grace
say
Hammer's
that
the
the
best.
13th Final Fantasy game are good.
13, in
I
my
say-
opinion, it looks great, but it's the worst plot.
I agree.
oh,
7, then 10, and that's it.
Radek, it's your turn.
Okay, let's get back to.
Yeah.
Right.
Back to D&D.
I'll roll my
Um,
Final Fantasy campaign one day, I promise.
Just as a side note, I was trying to say this earlier.
Yes.
That little blue thing I have is just a reminder that I have mage armors on.
Understood. I
Counts
appreciate that.
I forgot about it last session. It was one of the spells I cast. Okay, so that being said, I'm going to turn to the demon. I'm going to look at it intensely. My eyes are gonna flash bright blue, and I'm gonna say to it, "I could be your master." And I'm gonna cast my skill, which is Hypnotic Gaze.
Nice. I love how you get that with like no cost. You can. Oh, okay. You gain this
It's-
again until.
Until the next day. So if I cast it on him today and he succeeds or fails, either way, I cannot cast it again. I can maintain it, but cast it again on the same.
Yeah, but
Right.
you can use this creature as many times as you'd like. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
it is.
Let's see. Charisma saving throw, was it, or wisdom?
It's Wisdom saving throw, and it's DC of 13.
The devil passes as he does look into your eyes, but as you look there and you're trying to charm him, there's a great deal of hellish infernal fury that drives him, and some sort of like evil madness that also compels him to at his core. Not madness, actually, just fury and rage that can only come from living eternities in the lower planes.
I'm gonna turn to Eros and say, "That didn't work. Your turn."
I'll see if my axe can do a little better job.
Rhea's turn. Rhea wants to get in on some flanking situations, so she's going to get here, and she's going to just double team this fucking devil with a two-handed longsword of advantage. With advantage, she hits twice, dealing 6 points of slashing damage after it's halved. And then on the second attack which she hits, she deals an additional 2, slicing away at the devil with a reasonable amount of capability. Now, following that, it is the devil's turn. The devils don't like how you've begun to double team them. So, this devil is going to... well, firstly, this devil is actually quite happy. It has advantage on you. It doesn't need any of its buddies. So it's going to bite and fork you. With the bite, he rolls a crit, as he has advantage because of your reckless attack. You receive 12 points of slashing damage.
I'm down.
I got you.
But, seeing as He really would hate the look of you if you got back alive, Mr. Azimar. He's going to roll on an 18 to hit you again. And he just jams his fork straight into your gullet. Just utterly rending flesh in there. Just really going out of his way to just fuck you over.
So 2 failures?
I believe so, yes.
2 failures, or we'd be at 1 failure right now for it.
I
2
didn't.
failures, because he just attacked me with... It's a critical if he attacks me while I'm down.
Yes, technically, Eros counts as incapacitated. When a creature is hit while it is incapacitated, it is considered as a crit if it is a hit, which is the case today, right now. And
Did shield not help? He still had it on till the end of his turn.
oh, thank you, Radic.
It's a reaction cast, and then it's available until the end of your next turn.
Radic, get a point of
might help him.
inspiration. The second hit, the fork, doesn't go through, as once again another fork clings against that dome protecting Eros, and fails to strike at him, protecting him at the moment he needs it most. Eros, you do not have an automatic failure or 2. You are even at the moment. The devil, though, didn't like you messing with its eyes. Wants to go back to just straightforward fighting and slashing. So, he's going to fly away with that speediness, and is going to flank Azagal. Azagal, you shall receive behind you the vicious fork and bite of this other spined devil with advantage. These things know how to fucking crit.
Oh shit.
And he is going to get a 22, which is the crit, dealing 15 points of slicing damage to you. But the second attack is a miss. Following that, the devil, then, they seem to work quite well and strategically together, with their speed being able to dash out of any opportunity attacks. The other one just sets up for the next devil to get his flanking, and does so on Eros. Or Hearty Silver, rather. And Hearty Silver, you miss the bite as you narrowly miss that other devil's teeth. But then, the 21 that follows with the fork hits you, and very merely grazes your bottom. And you are otherwise fine. And that is their turn. Hardy Silver, it's your turn.
I look into the devil right between me and Sasik eyes, and a look of I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm fuck him up.
Fuck him up.
Fuck him
Fuck him
up!
up. Hey!
Hey!
Right.
You get sneak attack because of Sasik.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh.
Baby.
Yeah, you're gonna get 4d6, and then you're gonna get 2d8. Oh, motherfuckers rolling in deep! Outstanding. So you do 11, 16, 25 points of damage, half. How do you want to kill this devil? As you just say, fuck silver, I am my own metal.
I want to first headbutt him with my silver mask, stab him a little bit, and then pow!
Ah! The devil cries out as you kill him so effectively, he doesn't have time to get any last words in.
I look at Sasik, as I know he's here with us. Hey, Sasik.
Hey. That's a good thrust into the back. I think he died from a hemorrhoid. Just shatters.
I apologize. The silver weapons aren't that stupid. Just, I have a wife and kids, and I can't Can't buy stuff for me, and I think I'm jealous.
Maybe he
You
fucked your
could-
wife.
You could, well, you could ask her for how to use everything silvers, including, silver's condom, maybe? I'm not sure.
Hey, everything's a weapon if you know how to use it right.
Mm.
Thank you, Sasek. As I said that, I turn to the devil and stab him.
Ah, it's a hit! It's a hit!
Oh,
Outstanding.
wait, sorry about the snake.
It's cool,
Sorry
it's
about the
cool.
snake.
You don't get your dexterity either. So it's just 2, that's half to 1. But the
What?
devil's quite weak.
Oh,
Now, are you going like, wah? Because you didn't get your dexterity on the second attack?
I get the wah.
Let me explain briefly. Do you have the player's handbook?
No, I don't.
That's okay. Basically, just through D&D Beyond, through researching online or wherever, just ask about dual wielder feat or defensive duelist feat. I don't know if there's another one I need to...
Defensive duelists need a reaction to work.
Unless you're specialized two-handed, you don't get bonus for the second,
Listen,
for the offhand one.
there is a feat, I swear, to help exactly with that. I thought, am I insane?
It might be
I think it's
Pathfinder.
duelist or something like that.
Are you thinking about Duviadir?
Yeah.
Duviadir allowed you to, I think, like, the best that allowed you is that it allowed you to deal, to add dex or strength to the damage of your second half hand, and you can pull the Duviad weapon right away instead of using a standard action to draw the second offhand weapons.
That'd be one.
I think what you're referring to is the defensive duelist feat, DM, which allows him to consume his reaction to add 30.
Well, defensive
Okay.
duelist allows him to reaction defend with a number of points equal to his proficiency bonus.
No. Defensive duelist. I think it's the one which allows you to use your reaction to add your proficiency bonus or dexterity bonus to your offhand attack. Mistake. I might be. I haven't used that one.
No, that is the one for extra proficiency for that to your AC for that attack. Okay, it is the dual wielder. You gain +1 bonus to AC while you are wielding a separate melee weapon in each hand. You can use 2 weapon fighting even when the one-handed weapon is in light. You can draw, stow, not it. Final thing before I move on, I'm looking at fighter. Because fighter gets all the fighting style and dueling. When you wielding a melee weapon in one hand and no other weapon, you're gain +2 to your damage rolls.
It's 2-weapon fighting, I think it is.
Yes, 2-weapon fighting! We
Two-weapon
fucking
fighting,
got
yeah.
it! When you engage in 2-weapon fighting, you can add your ability modifier to the damage of the second attack. Holy shit!
That's the one, yeah. Correct.
That's the one! 2-weapon fighting. So, Hearty Silver, after all of that, what I want to get across to you is that if you want your dexterity on your dagger, become a fighter. That's all I can say to you. And we're going to move on. Eros,
Okay.
it's your turn. Oh, shit, and you're
Death
dying.
saves. It's death saves.
Now, before... Okay. That is a
Okay.
failure. All I was going to say is remember our pinned homebrew rules. As an action, you can stabilize an ally with a flat d20. You can stabilize them on a 19, and you bring them back to health on a natural crit. But that's just what your allies can do as an action. Okay. And yeah, 13 for you to just do a death saving throw. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with all that. Okay, alright. Dr. Joseph Skackle, it's your turn.
I shall do a small prayer. If you want me to actually do the prayer, I can do it.
Yes, I would.
Eldith?
I'd be very eager.
I found actually a list of prayers to Eldith, so.
That's awesome.
O Mother, Guardian Eldith, to the singing waters, may May this plea carry across that calm water, and may it reach above the noise of conflict in thine harmless glaive. Prayer of healing.
Nice. Get a point of inspiration. Because I love that. I love that description. It's beautiful. So, prayer of healing.
14 to everybody.
What level
it
is
choose
that?
Level 2, but I can choose 6 targets. And there's only 6 targets to choose from.
Wow. I've not dealt with prayer of healing. You may be surprised. But that sounds good. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
wait.
almost basically everyone's injured, just heal 14.
Nice. Very, very nice. Anyway, Dr. Joseph Skackle, excellent. You usher in your words to your goddess, and as you do so, healing light raises through you. The devils scour and hiss hatefully as you do this, but you repel them nonetheless. And your team is revitalized, and Sessic, it's back to you.
Yes, Cesic turned to our nobles, jerks, and like, I'll be right back. 5, 10, 15s, I'm gonna whack it.
Excellent. You have
Whackety,
advantage.
whackety, whackety that.
Waggity, waggity, waggity smack. Spanging that crack. Or something like that. I don't remember how that South Park song goes.
Holy crap, that's a lousy
Mm.
roll, man.
Yeah.
Okay, with advantage, unfortunately, both of those attacks are misses. You just keep getting
Unfortunate.
caught up on that pillar beside you as you just bite the pillar and you stab the pillar. And you're like, fuck you, pillar! Hate you! I suppose.
Why don't you have a blood for me to suck, pillar?
Yes. By the way, you have benefited your Hungry Jaw feature again in this fight.
Thank you.
So that won't be happening again for a while. As a gal, it's now your turn.
Alright, so I'm gonna turn to this demon that's behind me. And hopefully not take a 1 now. Oh.
That's not a
actually
1.
did.
You have advantage. So that's definitely a 19. Your silvered battle axe does a great, furious amount of damage into the side of this spined devil. You cut deep into the side of its dark skin, and he is bleeding quite profusely before you. Oh, yes. Already. Is that your turn? No, I think
that's
this
my
is.
turn, yeah.
Radek, it's back to you.
Okay. I'm just want to make sure I asked in the chat, but Eros isn't wearing any armor, right?
I
No.
did see that. It was a different game my players were talking about, a barbarian with armor. So, no, he is not wearing armor. He is a bare-chested, red-blooded Adisimar barbarian.
Okay. Then I'm going to kneel on top of him, put my hand on his chest, and say, "Eros, take care. Don't die again." And as my hand glows, I'm going to cast Mage Armor on him.
You know, do you remember everything you just said?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to try something. You know, just remember what you said. That doesn't really get to the point what I want. Okay, what have we got? We'll just super briefly like put this on. Just yikes. It's barely worth the joke now, but just no. There we go. Just repeat what you were saying just then, you know?
I forgot. Eros, don't die, man.
No. You put your hat, you kneel over him.
Over him, put my hand on his chest. And
His
say,
bare chest.
Okay, he's not wearing any armor, correct?
No,
bare
yeah.
chest. And then, Eros, don't die. And I cast Mage Armor, at my hands begin to glow a reddish pink. Like, if that floats your boat.
Yes, it does. Why not?
Okay.
You know what? It wasn't worth
I'm
the joke. I'm gonna admit it. It wasn't worth it. It wasn't
I'm trying
worth
to
it.
do all blue shit here, and you're giving me things.
You have a blue
Arrows.
you have blue shit, I promise.
Arrows looks at Radic and is like, "Your hands are cold."
Nice.
Okay, I'm not gonna go into all this.
Awesome.
Okay, so basically you have 13 plus your dexterity bonus as your armor, so you should go up in armor. AC.
Well, I have this thing called unarmored defense, which
I don't know
has-
that. Yeah,
has
I don't
a
know how much.
Constitution modifier.
Okay, so you then have to choose.
I don't know if that.
That's why I asked. I don't know how this shit works with unarmored defense. That's why
Well,
I asked.
allow me first by going to his character sheet and then posting the details here. It is 10 plus his dexterity modifier plus his constitution modifier, which comes to a total of 16. His dexterity is 2, his constitution is 3, so why are you on 16, you naughty boy?
No clue.
You're a very naughty boy!
Naughty, naughty.
Your AC went down. Now, with mage armor, if
That
you...
would be 13 plus dexterity plus constitution.
No, it wouldn't. Mage armor would be 13 plus his dex and nothing else, which comes to
Oh.
15. You would achieve the same AC.
Oh, okay.
I will,
Okay.
I will allow you to take that spell slot back.
Okay. In that case, I'm
So
casting spell.
you just touched me without casting a spell.
You...
Yeah, I just fiddle with your nipple.
you... I was gonna say, he's got the man titties. He's got the, He's got the Dwayne The Rock Johnson man breasts.
I was hoping to give him free AC, but that doesn't work. Okay.
Anyway.
In that case, I am going to cast Ray of Frost on the devil next to Hearty.
Excellent. Alright, that is a hit.
And that's max damage.
Oh, very nice, very, very nice. Once you get to next level, next level, that should go up, and you can look forward to that. As you do issue in this damage, as you might remember when you were fighting the Spine Devils outside Vamphamper Villa,
Yeah, they're resistant.
their bodies light up with a bit of fire and manage to negate a bit of your icy cold. Alrighty. And now it is Rhea's turn. Rhea sees that Hearty Silver is in a bit of a bind. She comes forward and she brings forth her long sword and she manages to deal an almost lethal blow. The spined devil cowls and crackles deviously onto the ground as it struggles to keep to its feet, but she rails into it again, completely disseminating the beast down to the floor as it completely evaporates and returns back to the Nine Hells.
Thanks, Rena.
She gives you just a humble nod. And Hearty Silver, it's back to you.
Well. I stab him.
Excellent. See that stab.
Damn.
That is a hit.
Stab that.
Alrighty. As you do issue in this last sum of damage, you manage once again to kill something, even without your rapier being silvered. The demon curls and sputters arcs of fire radiating through his skin before he explodes and dies.
Well, I think I don't need the silver because the silver was me all along.
Oh. Name
Oh.
Nickname yourself Quicksilver, Hearty Silver. Do it. Name yourself Quicksilver.
Oh man, I just got the joke. That was bad.
It's great.
Cringe-worthy bad. Yeah.
Holy
He's
It
a
hurts.
No, it's
Can I take
actually so
Joke is
bad that
almost
it's actually
as
good.
bad as Final
Can I
Fantasy.
take mental damage from
Oh
that
my
one?
god! Hearty Silver! Oh no!
I feel like I'm taking psychic damage.
I'm taking psychic damage.
Oh, everybody is so appalled.
Okay, so these two attacks are on Heart Silver.
Oh my god, really? You want to do that?
No, I don't, but you know.
You threaten him.
Yes.
Yeah, like we spiritually smile at you. You spiritually punch the person even though you smile and listen to him talking about bad things on against you.
Rhea comes by and she just kind of goes, "Good one."
Sure.
She gives a little smile. She sheaves her long sword and goes back to Amric, and she just goes, "Up on your feet now." And Amric reluctantly goes back up onto his feet. You guys may continue through here as you see fit.
I'm just going to look around.
Alrighty.
Anything magical I can see, or any containers that I can see?
You do see a variety of containers. None of them particularly magical. However, as you do go looking around, you realize that you are in something of a... There we go. You're in a cellar. The topmost crates that had the 3 spine devils in is burst open, and there is scatterings across the floor. Around in some of the other containers, there is dried meat, loaves of bread, wheels of cheese, and other assorted foodstuffs. Enough to sustain the vampires and quite a few other people, in fact. The crates to the southern wall, which you guys pass by, contain candles, oil flasks, incense, and some rat traps.
Grab some of the
Yes.
dried meat and I give it to Slobberchop.
Is
What
the
do you...
incense? Sorry, go ahead, Eros.
Yeah, what are you feeding Slabbertops?
Some of the dried meat.
Slobberchops just goes... This gives a bit of a yawn and continues to sit on your shoulder.
Ooh, I did. That is a cute cat.
Do you see it in the chat? Allow me to bring it forward. This one.
Is this our new player, the awakened cat? Oh, I wasn't well informed. I just come in, but never mind.
Yeah. So,
Is the incense I'm seeing any kind that I could use in magical rituals, like bringing my familiar back from the dead?
let's check it out. I mean, don't see why not. But let's just look at Find Familiar.
I don't think it has
Chuckle.
to be magical incense. I think
No,
it's
Yeah,
it
just
doesn't.
incense.
Yes, you can totally sponge quite a bit of incense this way. Yes.
Okay, I would like to grab some. How much gold would I be able to grab? Container.
Well, Find Familiar is charcoal, incense, and
Yes.
something else, so you
Yeah,
kind of need a
I
third of stuff.
I have for 2 spells right now. I'm wondering if I can add to that or not.
Add to the spells. Don't know. But as
So I have 20 gold piece worth of incense, charcoal, and stuff like that to bring my familiar back. I'm wondering if whatever in those containers could add to that or not.
let's say, ignoring the brass brazier, you find another 20 gold worth of incense and charcoal and the like.
Okay, I'll add it to my inventory then. And
Excellent. So
that's
we'll
it.
cover 2 more casts of your Find Familiar.
Okay.
Ready. Now then, the other 6 barrels that you see around the place just contain drinking water, and another 6 contain ale.
I think I was gonna ask one of the casks of ale open and take a good mouthful.
Crack! Psst! And then you just like nuzzle up to the barrel and just go.
Oh, that's the good stuff, mate.
Well, it's pretty bog standard stuff, unfortunately. It doesn't seem that they are. No, fuck that. It is very good stuff. It is rich stuff. I was about to minimalize this, but no, you are in the cellar of a wealthy family. Yeah, it is pretty nice stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Let's move forward, I guess.
You see 2 doorways, one to the left and one to the right, or the east and west. Which way do you go?
We got nothing from the Vampire brother, right? No clear indication. So basically, he just sent us into a maze.
Pretty much.
Okay, left or right, guys? What do you think?
Right
I
is right.
told you, honey, we needed to ask for direction.
True, that was my bad. I should have asked for that.
It's too late. I'm open the door to the right.
You bust open the door.
So I remember an old trick from mazes is when in doubt, put your hand on the wall and go right. Always go right.
I always heard you always put your hand to the left, and you go left. Hearty
Either way,
Silver,
you're spinning in circles.
what are you doing nicknaming yourself Final Fantasy?
What? Nothing?
You shame me, you naughty boy. Now, as you open up this doorway to the east, you find yourself coming towards some sewer tunnels that are lit to a reasonable degree. There are these lit oil lanterns that kind of light through thick sort of panes of green tinted glass. This gives everything a very eerie sort of green light look to it as you proceed on.
Before you guys go in, Eros, you get 5 hit point. Asuko, you get another 5. I'm lay on hand on you, 5 each.
Thank you, partner.
Alrighty.
Thanks.
Now, Sesek and Azagal, while we have this moment, let's recap what you missed. The team got in. They had to bring Amrik through, and they did. They met the brother Firstwell. He is a very sickly-looking brother who hates Amrik and kind of wants to live through this. So, he's guided you guys through here on the condition he took a droplet of Dr. Joseph Skakel's blood. And through here, he's promised that if you go down here, you're going to find his mother. And you and she can have your confrontation. And that catches you up. Now,
Thank you.
as you look through the sewers, you just see smooth stone that makes up what is, for the most part, open pipework to some of Baldur's Gate's sewers.
I'm gonna roll a survival check to see if anyone's have been coming in and out of this of late.
You want to... Okay, that will be an investigation check.
Oh, investigation? Give me a moment.
Okay, yeah.
What does a minus investigation tell me? My lizard brain tell me that there is something.
Oh. Your lizard brain tells you that the burning smell of incense must be an indicator that some sort of humanoid creature must have lit it and burnt it. And that gives you the impression, on top of this being like the underground works of a villa, that perhaps there is some sort of humanoids that might frequent this place.
Can I determine enough to know that whether this humanoid is going this direction or have been out of here?
There is not enough clues to garner that kind of information.
All right. Howdy, Sewer. Would you like to scour the area for us?
Yes.
Before we do that, we should check the other side.
Right. Housekeeping. Whack the door open.
As you open up the door to the other side, you find that there is more than 200 corked bottles of wine that are on display in a 7-foot-tall wooden rack that spans the west and south walls. Empty wooden crates are stacked in the middle of the room.
Is your mother is always this fine when it comes to this? That's a lot of wine.
Amrik says, well, they are aged to perfection, of course. A few of them for lesser occasions, and a few for much grander occasions. Release me now, and we can open up all 17 of the more finer brands.
Oh, you flatters me.
I'm going to smack him over the head and just say, remember your...
Ow!
All I can say that your family is going to need a lot more wine after we're done.
And if we found out that your mother is a hidden alcoholic, we can take her to intervention if need be.
Oh, I didn't roleplay you correctly earlier. I had it so wrong, Sessic. So wrong.
That is fine. I'm the most person who would be like, it's your birthdays and your intervention. Happy birthdays! You got a problem.
Yes, wonderful. Now then, with that having been established, Hearty Silver, I can't. Why do you do these things to me? Why? Why do you make it look so good on you? Moving the fuck on. You come to the sewers. How would you like to proceed?
I like to perception. Make sure I will stay by the corner and lean over to see to check the corner.
All right. You lean over and you begin to carefully check the corners. As you do kind of look on, you see that walking down the corridors is a pair of humanoids that are waving incense just pretty nonchalantly. They just walk down slowly and not particularly armed, wearing black robes.
Let's pretend that we are like a statue, so he doesn't notice us.
You're gonna Scooby-Doo this.
Yes, and then we jump on them.
You would be surprised how often we'll be doing that shit.
Stealth roll. Let's do this.
You also notice that they seemingly are wearing a thin golden mask, rather. That is not like the mask Hearty Silver is wearing. And it is much more in the shape of a devil's face. The incense that they are burning is of the same grade that you have just recently apprehended, Radek. Now,
And they're burning it.
Yes.
Do I know if they're casting a ritual or are they just?
Roll me an Arcana check. They are not casting a ritual with it. They are using it to keep out the dank sewer smell. So, as saying, the two cultists continue to walk by. Is the group plan to stay completely still?
Radek will lean against the wall and cast. Actually, I won't cast anything. You might see. I'll just guess.
Alright, that was a bit hard to make out, but you're casting spells.
No, I'm not doing anything. I'm leaning against the wall, trying to keep hidden.
Does everybody stay still like a statue? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Could be doing this. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Roll me all a performance check. Make a team performance check. Make sure everybody gets rolled. Oh, wow.
Oh, awesome.
Oh no. I fucked it up.
I use my inspiration on him.
Excellent. Inspiration spent. 12 plus 15 plus 16 plus 18 plus 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This looks pretty good.
Hearty Silver wants to grab the mask, but wait, who stopped me? Who gave me the inspiration?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yes.
Johnson Skakis saves them.
So,
Please let it work.
two cultists look at you while they're waving incense, and you guys remain so perfectly still, and they're just like, look to each other quietly. And then one of them takes off their masks. And they then kind of go, bleh. Starts pulling funny faces at you. And the other one just obviously just like takes his hand into his armpit and he goes and I want you guys to roll me a charisma saving throw to not laugh.
I was about to say that. Self-charisma saving throw, please.
Yes.
Oh no.
It has to be a group charisma saving throw. Cessic does not laugh. You do not make Cessic laugh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, god damn it!
Hearty Silver.
Anyone else got an inspiration?
Hearty Silver is a Laffy Taffy.
I have inspiration. I will give it to
No,
you.
don't use fucking 2 inspiration.
Okay. I will keep it. We'll keep it.
Well, a good way to roll with when you crit a group success like this is you might give another of your players advantage. So, we'll make that Hearty Silver, and we're good. We're sorted. Okay, so let's have a little look-see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's about the same. Yeah. You guys all hold your fucking steel. And the cultists look to each other. They just shrug. And they walk on.
That was awesome.
See, the fact that this shit works, it works more than you think.
Those masks were perfect for my kids.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yep. Well, there you go. There we go. By the way, none of the two masks look completely the same. There's some differences between each one. Now then, back to business. What would you guys like to do next?
I look at Asuka and and Eros, go ahead. We get the advantage.
Should we go the way they went or the way that we came from?
It's best to investigate the way they just come. Maybe there's something.
I
that they have
agreed.
before them.
Hearty Silver looks at God damn it, I forgot the name.
Amric. Rick.
I'm fucking bad at names, dude.
It's cool. It's cool.
Well, I know who to ask. Which direction?
He thinks upon this, and Jesus, he actually has to think about this. Jesus, why do you make me think, Hearty Silver? It's such a crime.
Job.
No, it's not my job. I just give you funny situations where you pretend to be statues. You think they couldn't tell the difference? I made them not tell the difference. You think cultists just go around making faces at statues?
Lie to me?
Well, no.
You lied to me?
Ready?
Hearty Silver, I'm like the prostitute you hired. I convince you to believe it's true. But in the end, it's a lie!
Wait. The situation was so absurd. They're like, nah, this can't be real. This has to be actually fucking statues. There's no fucking way someone's this stupid. The group is stupid.
Exactly. They double guess themselves. There's no way someone is that stupid. Yeah, exactly.
The absurdity of it worked in our favor.
You know what, Zayden? You know what? Final Fantasy shit.
Well, I knew that. So, Amric, still fucking thinking about it. Jesus. Okay, he says, okay. You go down the sewers, all the way here. You walk past a double set of doors. You then see a long sort of corridor. You skip by that, and you enter in those doors past that. That's where you need to go.
Alright, gang. We have a GPS. A goblin poopy shit.
My name is Amric. Thank you.
Got it.
Rhea continues to walk on with you guys. Dr. Joseph Skackle, don't get left behind now.
Oh, my bad. Making prayers right now.
Ah, nice. That's cool.
I'm currently up to.
Oops.
I'll send the list of them to you after so you can read them because I think you'd enjoy it.
I would. You could also make them some macros. In fact, you could make them macros so you could roll a random one and it pops up into chat for you to read out loud. And you randomize it for yourself. That could be fun.
After this session, could you help me do that?
Yeah. Now, Cecic, what did you want to ask?
Is the way up not the dead end?
Yes, as you're looking down that corridor, you see that there are no lights, and with your drow and your Durgar, you're convinced that that corridor leads to a dead end.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can see the dead end. It's just a wall there.
I'll signal Arsigos to stand here and we will perform breach and clear.
Alrighty.
Stack on wall.
Alright.
We got to do 4 on the left, 1 on the right, 1 on the right, left. Go in.
All right. We open the door and we're just going to look from here before we going in.
Bust open the door.
What?
The door was
Where's
unlocked, and the doors. Oh, well then. Okay. That's. I don't think that was quite. No. So it's a very, very sturdy iron door. It has rivets with iron plates to it. So they are quite well made and with well oiled hinges. So as you bust open that door, it actually kind of is quite hard to kick in. It's pretty sturdy. But it was unlocked, so you managed to open it up all the same. Inside this room, there are animal carcasses and other meat in this room. Hanging in the middle from a 10-foot high ceiling are 6 3-foot-long chains, each ending in a hook. A flayed boar carcass hangs from 4 of the hooks, while the remaining 2 hooks are bare. In the dim light, the hooks just move and shuffle quietly and menacingly.
So, I know it's kind of abstract, but the thing I was talking about of how if y'all want to do breach and clear correctly, I could tell y'all how you do it. If your group wants to know.
Team,
It's
are you
up to the-
interested?
Are you interested?
Yeah.
So the way I properly do a breach and clear, we have one person right here, the rest of the team over here. The one right here breaks the door. First person goes left, second person goes right. Nate, till we get to the corners.
So in order to full clear the range, I understand what you mean. Yeah, that makes sense.
The first person
Because-
hits this
because-
corner goes
because-
straight up.
Because the main key is to make sure that you have to cover all ground before of the whole room, or else if you're missing one, you probably can get attacked from the blind side.
Yeah. So first person goes to this corner, sets up, watches all of this. Person goes here, then goes straight up, watches all this. Person goes right here, watches all this. So it goes right, left, right.
So
Yeah.
so it's go right, like that, as in a cross motion from the
And then
door.
one yep, and be like that, and then kind of like that. And people just flood in after that.
Mm-hmm.
You guys
first-
set up each of the 4 corners ready in case this dead boar pulls a move. He doesn't.
Yeah, just showing them that.
Yes.
And the last one would end would be at the person who kicked down the door. He'd be watching the hallway, make sure no one comes in behind us and ambushes us.
This is just a
The-
meeting, was it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
no.
cat will be the one who watched it.
So
And,
basically, we're D&D SWAT, right?
yeah, it's SWAT tactics if y'all, just in case y'all are
Yes.
interested at all. That's actual
Well-
SWAT tactics.
Okay, while we're walking, can I cast as a ritual detect magic?
Yes, you may, provided you want to spend 10 minutes on it.
Oh yeah, it's 10 minutes. Forgot about that. In that case, never mind. I don't think we want to spend 10 minutes in one place.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, please carry on.
Okay, let's swap to the next room.
Yes, let's
Okay.
do this.
Fair, I guess. You're the door kicker.
Okay.
How's it go?
Boom.
Oh yeah.
Boom.
First in will be Sessic.
Bust through
Going
the
right.
door. Inside, you find that this chamber is pretty well lit. There is a series of dining tables that are here. Nobody is present here, but the tables and the benches seem to have all been sort of well used. And the candlesticks are all still glowing warm.
Someone is here.
Someone's been
Definitely.
here recently. Yeah.
Let's see if there is any secret passage.
Second verse, same as the first. Kick it down as it go.
Whoosh.
Shablow.
On the other side, you notice that you've entered into a kitchen. Yeah. It is comfortably warm and contains a pair of brightly burning cast iron stoves with piles of wood next to them.
Watch out. Those stove could be mimics.
Could a mimic
thought it did.
represent fire? How interesting.
Okay. This room is secure. Wait, is that a door over here?
It is a double set of doors, large
Ooh,
and
that's-
quite big. In fact, as you're looking at the doors, as you're looking at them,
How
They-
did they actually like? I know, like.
I'm describing.
Sorry.
Thank you, Sissek. Outside the doors, you see that they depict a large sort of picture of, well, a woman, you think.
Religion?
Actually,
Does she look like Vampire?
Actually, there is a series of infernal runes upon this door. Who can read infernal?
I can.
I cannot right now.
On the door that reads, "That which falls can rise again."
That which falls can rise again.
Yes. What's more, as you are nearby these doors, though they are thick and heavy with iron, you can hear a couple of sounds of chanting in infernal on the other side.
Breach and clear, guys, or how are we doing this?
Sounds like
How
there's
do
a
they-
ritual
it-
going on right now.
Yeah. Might as well come in. Does anyone know what kind of ritual it is with the Inferno understanding?
Did y'all tell me what it said?
Yeah.
So I would like, if it's possible, to listen to what's chanting on the other side. See if I can make out what ritual it is or what kind of ritual it is.
Do you understand infernal?
I do.
As you're listening in, you are able to piece together what's being said. You hear some chants that say, sort of, "O Zariel, she who brought the blood war to its new precipice, she who leads her legions against the demon's horde. May her fury never be quenched. May her flail burn bright. May her hatred be tireless. May she watch over this world as she soaks Avernus in endless dark demon blood. May we be protected by her fury. May she watch over us in her rage."
Okay, me
Would
and
I-
Asgo's not.
Would I know which her are they referring to from the chant?
Well, they did say the name Zariel.
They said the name Zerial. Okay.
Yes. Yes, they do.
I look at both Eros and Asagos and nod to see if both of them are ready. This is going to be a hard bridge.
Azagao just nods positively with his head.
Same.
Oh.
Same with
Okay.
arrows.
Then I'm gonna try to surprise by kick. I try to make a very creative ways to surprise them as I kick the door open. Cult inspection.
Alrighty. You kick the door. See this. Let's see this. This is gonna be quite the thing. I think quite the thing. Let us see. 26. So, okay. Alright. Already. Enough of that. The doors are not locked. They are very iron and they are very heavy. But you guys are strong. So, you bust open the door. Inside, you see a dark scene. Standing in front of an altar with a great statue of an angelic-looking woman. And indeed, she appears angelic, is a statue of Zariel. In front of that, you see another devil you have not yet encountered. A barbed devil. Much like the spined devils you'd recently dealt with not that long ago. But this one is seemingly prone to the ground, and even more coated with vicious, nasty, sharp barbs. And stands with a bit more girth to him. Inside the room, you see a collection of cultists turn around on you, and in surprise, they immediately go for their weapons. The barbed devil before you screams in infernal, "Feed their blood to her grace! Feed her their lives and souls! Go now, and kill yourself if need be to her glory!"
Excuse me, sir. This
Can I-
cult is not up to regulation.
Can I say
Yes.
something to the party?
No,
In my-
we're in combat.
Oh.
We're in combat. Shit went down. You breached and cleared. You interrupted a cult. Now's not the time to stop for tea and biscuits.
No, I'm gonna yell, funnel them into the hallway.
That works, I guess. A little bit.
Yeah.
Alright.
Good
Alright.
strategy.
Charge!
Alrighty.
Ooh.
Alrighty. Now with that, you have kind of put the drop on these guys, but there was a short moment as you took in the scene, so nobody is surprised about anybody. And Eros, you can begin first.
Eros is going to go into a rage. And let's see. He's gonna turn to Hardy Silver. Should I run in?
I give a thumbs up.
And I run in and attack the closest cultist.
I don't think you ask when you go into a rage. Do I go in? Do I stay behind? I don't know. I'm so angry, but I just don't know where to place it. Here we go. Rhea is just beside, but she's keeping hold of Amric right now.
That was supposed to be reckless, but I didn't say it.
Yeah, you didn't. So that's just going to be normal. And that's going to be a hit. The small cultist before you is easy fodder for you. Although, these cultists do need to actually start rolling their initiative. Boop.
Uh,
Boop.
Just 7, not 4. Just 3. 7. So 10 damage.
Yes. Yes. The cultist dies before you, felled quite quickly and easily with your silvered great axe. As you dispatch him with barely any effort, you've come quite a way in your recent travels through Baldur's Gate. You're much stronger than the barbarian you were to begin with.
And I end my turn by standing next to this cultist, and I look him in the eyes, and I'm like, "Is this really what you signed up for?"
The cultist looks to you with zealotic glee, as he would argue, yes, yes it was. But they are cultists, so that's kind of their bag. That's kind of what they jimmy about with. Now this cultist down here, he's going to go right up to you, and he is going to get flanking on you. He is going to simply do his utmost to try and stab you with a scimitar. He misses on a 9. That's his turn. Hardy Silver, it's yours.
Damn, son. All right, I go in.
Are you ready?
Tabby. Wait. Go, guys.
There's a nice
Yeah.
conga line I see here.
Oh yeah, it's about to be a real big conga line.
No.
That is a hit.
What?
Yeah. These cultists are only wearing leather armor. And you quickly dispatch him. You just run him right through the back.
Boom. Stab again.
Yes.
Seats. Yeah.
That is a hit.
Boom.
No sneak attack and no +3, so it is just 2 points of slashing
Because
damage.
Of, flanking?
No, you're not flanking in this position.
Oh, right.
Also, even if you have advantage, you still wouldn't get your sneak attack. Or your extra to dex, as we mentioned before.
Alright, I only get my sneak attack when there's 2 people right in front of each other, right?
Pretty
Once
much.
per turn.
Yeah,
Once
once
per
per turn.
Right.
There's a couple of conditions to sneak attack. It's worth memorizing them for sure. Dr. Joseph Skackle, it's now your turn.
I shall now move and cover air. Can I move? Option. Yeah, I'm gonna move. And prep an action with my mace. Action and do a bonus action, right? Or no? Directly no. What would you say, DM?
I only heard something about bonus action with your mace. What are you trying to do with it?
No, can I prep an action with my mace and then do a bonus action on Eros?
Yes.
Prep an action. Okay, the prep an action is basically take a defensive stance and swing at the next person that comes near me.
Okay, so what you're actually going to do is be setting up ready action, attack somebody when they're nearby. That takes up your
Yeah,
action, bonus action. What do you want to do?
Cast Shield of the Fateful on Eros, giving him +2 AC.
Brilliant. Yes. Eros, let us give you a brown number 2 for 2 AC.
Brown number 2.
Yeah.
Brown number 2.
Yep. I legit didn't hear it in my head before I said it out loud. Legit, you won't believe me, but it's true. Dr. Joseph Skackle, is that your turn?
Unless you make a small prayer.
All right, you do so, but if there was a if there was a place where your prayers were distant from your goddess, it would be this very chamber for sure.
Oh yeah.
Now we have this little fella stuck in the corner. This person sees Mr. Eros. And he sees that you're a raged man. He sees that you're all big and powerful when it comes to melee. So he's going to reach out a hand. And this hand is going to grow remarkably necrotic-like. He's going to touch you with the bad touch at 2nd level. He hits you on a 17 and does 19 points of necrotic damage to you.
Inflict wounds.
Yep, absolutely.
Actually, it's I have celestial resistance,
Oh, tell us more.
so I have resistance to necrotic damage and radiant damage.
Hell yes. Why don't you quote us that ability off your character sheet? Hearty Silver. Come on. Come on. Come on. Man. Yes, Eros, that is incredible. You reduce that powerful inflict wounds by half, thanks to your celestial resistance. Yes, but even so, you will still take 9 points of necrotic damage. That your
Don't know
barbarian
how he
rage on
does
half. What? How Hearty Silver edits photos so quickly?
Yes.
He clearly is just a master Photoshop editor. He is an artist in every sense of the
He is.
word.
He is an artist.
Sesic, it's your turn.
Okay. I don't like to go into flanking, but that guy, if I can kill him first, maybe nothing bad will happen to everyone. 5, 10, 15.
Ooh, okay.
I gotta cast a spell to imbue my blade.
What with? What are you imbuing into your blade? Ah, an ensnaring strike. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm all happy with that. Roll the attack.
Okay. Let me just put it to make sure that I was here. Yeah, let's use the symbol.
Okay. Alrighty. Alright, you gotta make an attack,
And-
Sesic.
Yep, I'm looking it right now.
Alright, that is a hit. Yeah. You rail into this guy. Roll damage.
Let's see if the first one kills. No, it's probably not.
It does not kill him, and he does not appear bloody diver. And the bite doesn't look like it's going to send him to hell yet. But as you do this, let's see. Yes. At the point of impact, and the target must succeed a strength saving throw or be restrained. So he is going to make the strength saving throw right away. It's not that strong. What's your DC, Sesic?
My DC is. Let me check. My DC should be 12 right now. Let me check. It's 8 plus my 8. Yeah, it's 12. 8 plus 2 proficiency plus 2 charisma.
Alrighty. As you settle up and whack this guy, your magic binds him to the ground of holy sort of snaring thorns that constrain and restrict him. And he is restrained as the condition applies.
Okay. That is my turn.
Alrighty. The cultist within those binds thrashes and rolls frantically, trying to break out. I see that D6 you just rolled. While restrained by the spell, the target takes at the start of each of his turns. He's going to get pierced and cut up quite badly. But he too decides to give you, Sesic, the bad touch. At 2nd level. A restrained creature probably has disadvantage. Yes. Has restrained creatures attack rolls have disadvantage. At disadvantage, Sesic, he hits you with an 18. No, he misses you on an 18 because he's got so much armor. Very nice, very nice. But otherwise, that is his turn. And now it is this Barbed Devil's turn. Barbed Devil needs to decide who he hates the most. The Barbed Devil considers this. It's cool. Hmm. No, that's fine. The Barb Devil thinks about things, and he decides to ignore it. From his position, he's quite happy with how things are. He doesn't like this cultist being in the way. He really just doesn't care. He also is quite happy that his soul has already been offered up to the Nine Hells. So, he hurls a ball of fire that rains through the place, lands on the cultist, and quickly burns him alive. Whoosh. As the cultist quickly falls to the ground in a smouldering death spot of cinders. With that little nuisance out of the way, the Barbed Devil then goes to fling his flames towards... He's going to fling his flames towards Dr. Joseph Skakel twice.
Yep.
He rolls an 18 and a 19, dealing in total 23 points of fire damage. 11 to begin with, 12 thereafterwards.
I am knocked unconscious.
Ooh, tasty.
Down goes the doc.
Also, let me just check a thing. If the target is a flammable object that isn't being worn or carried, no, he is a thing that is being worn or carried. So, no, he's not going to continue to burn. But you are very, very roasted there, Dr. Joseph Skakel, as you suddenly receive this burning fire straight across your face and being, charring you viciously. As a gal, it's your turn.
Alright. So after witnessing who actually has the real power, Azaghal draws his battle axe and dashes directly towards the barbed demon.
Alrighty. Let's see that dash. I saw that dash. You will get one attack of opportunity. It is a hit on an 18, dealing 4 points of slashing damage. But then after that, you come face to face with this devil, and the devil snorts down to you as small little hellfire breathes out of its nostrils. Brimstone and the like of sulfur begins to fill into your senses. And you get the impression, Azaghal, this is not a devil that will be as easy to take down as the spined devils were.
Ah, finally a challenge. Begone with you, demon.
Begone, fought. This will be quite a challenge. So you better be careful. Okay.
Oh, shit.
That's not a hit, unfortunately. The barbed devil brings forth its pairs of hands, and it grips your battle axe. It lets its tainted blood stain the silvered weapon. Then looks at you and telepathically mutters something in Infernal. Do you know Infernal?
No.
Well, whatever it sounds like whatever it will be lasting for all time.
I quit muttering in my head.
Following that, this cultist back here sees you approaching the altar, sees you approaching the devil, kind of wants to impress him, but also saw that a friend got burned. So, he's going to go over to Hearty Silver and get flanking on him. And Theon is going to go for a stabbing. He rolls a 12, which I see as a miss. Radek, it's your turn now.
Okay. I think here. If I move here and I cast Burning Hands, do I catch both of them in a 50-foot cone?
Well,
I mean this one and this one.
Let's. Oh, ugh. I don't think so. Allow me to show that with a
I don't
visual
know how
representation.
yeah.
Allow me. Doobity bobbity bip. Bobbity bip. Bibbity bobbity boop. Stibby bip. Bashy. Dort. Dort. Would you like it like this?
No, I would like it so if I catch both of them.
Don't think that is gonna happen, Jimmy boy. We can
If I
get
cast it right in front of me, I think I can. Actually, if I move one step backward, then I'm fine.
You are correct.
Okay, then that's 40 feet exactly what I were.
However, look at
I
how
do get
your
it.
fire fills out their tokens. It's the very edges of your flame, and it fills out only about a fourth of their tokens. So, here's what I'm going to propose. You can aim it at both of them, but there is a 3 in 4 chance they can completely ignore your effect. Or, you can focus it on one, and it will definitely affect him. It's quite risky. It's very against you in terms of the odds. What do you do, Reddick?
In that case, I'm going to focus on one of
Okay, which one?
the one next to Sessik.
Okay. Line yourself back up. Keep yourself there. You burn him nice and toasty and alive. Alrighty. He's got to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Okay, I
DC
think.
13.
Okay. He does pass, unfortunately. And he crispifies a little bit, but manages to use his cloak to negotiate a little bit of the pain and suffering.
Okay.
Alrighty.
FYI, this was another scroll, so I'm just going to mark it off.
Oh, okay. No worries. Alrighty. With that, it's this cultist now. He sees you, Eddic. He wants to get you, but he's going to go behind his other cultist friend and is going to try and get flanking. He misses. Shortly thereafterwards, this cultist friend. Now he is going to get flanking on as a gal here. And hits him on a 22, dealing 5 points of slashing damage, as he seems brave enough to get involved with this barbed devil. As for Rhea kind of shouts out and is just like, well, Rhea actually gets a little bit of an inkling. She yells in and is just like, do you need my help? It sounds bad in there.
We need a medic.
I'm not a medic, but I can do my best. And she just sort of gets Amric, throws him into the sewer water, and begins to charge in. She said, I had to leave Amric out there, but it sounds like you guys are in a bit of a tight spot at the moment. And she goes attacking this cultist here, and manages to slice him down, killing him. And
Wow.
she sees how this barbed devil is like. She remembers how they hurl fire. So she's going to position herself here just to try and protect Dr. Joseph Skackle where she can. And Eros...
I look at her and I say, you're a real ray of sunshine. Ray of sunshine.
Eros,
Again.
it's your turn.
Psychic damage.
You'll start dying. You'll literally start dying if you take psychic damage right now. Eros, it's your turn. But I think his mama's calling him.
Yeah, I'm here.
Alrighty. Hey, buddy.
Eros is gonna take a break from attacking, and gonna turn to
Now, before you
no,
do this, are you about to try and stabilize Dr. Joseph Skackle?
No, I'm gonna heal him. I'm gonna use my healing
Oh.
hands.
Ah, lovely. All right. Yes, those will work just fine.
So he takes he gets 3 points of healing and gets back up.
Excellent, excellent. I'm just waiting to see if our custom homebrew rules on stabilizing get used soon. I was very
One
impressed
day.
with the math that I involved with it. Alrighty.
One day.
Yes, one day. And with that, Eros, it's now your turn.
Cause Hardy Silver. I have my turn.
Yes. Hardy Silver, it's your turn.
My turn.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. See.
Hardy Silver, if you're saying words, they're not strung up in a way that makes sense.
I'm trying to nothing.
Hardy
Alright.
Silver, I couldn't understand a word of what you said. You sound drunk. And now you've gone silent. Hardy Silver?
No.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Alright. I'm gonna stab.
There was a lot of build up for that. That is a hit.
Wait. Sneak. Don't have sneak.
You do have sneak. Eros is an ally within 5 feet of you and 5 feet of the enemy.
Oh wait, so I can't do that twice a turn.
No, you cannot.
Alright. Now I'm getting it.
Okay. That is a good hit. You stab and lunge through this zealot quite firmly and deeply, but with their cultist-like zeal, they seemingly are hanging on with quite a bit of body still intact. Now,
Quickly grabs the dagger and
Yes.
boom.
yes, that is also a hit. You
I don't have sneak, sorry about that.
Yeah, you deal an additional 2 points as you stab them extra for good measure. Dr.
Goodness.
Joseph Skackle, it's your turn now.
Taking stock of the situation, round this door to watch both over Emmerich.
Yep, that's right. You will see that he's trying to get to his feet to shuffle away.
Yep, going to stop.
Well,
And I'm
first thing, you get up from prone, half your movement, 15 feet remaining, 5, 10, 15, you're there.
guys, if y'all need healing, shout if anyone goes down. I'll
Alright, your crew remains silent as you fight on desperately. Now, this guy back here is going to continue to try... Well, actually. This cultist looks to you, Eros, and he says, "Your holiness will fall to my touch." And he goes forth and inflict wounds again. If he fucking hit you, you would be fucking dead outright. Oh my god. But he rolls an 8, so count your fucking lucky stars. Alright, that's his turn, Eros. And now Sisik. Sisik, it's your turn.
you can do
So
it.
he's gonna look at this guy like, I'll be right back. And I'm gonna let him make attack opportunities as I go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
At disadvantage, he does miss, and you and Azagal come face to face to the devil.
And I struck him with a silver longsword.
Oh shit! Sisik.
And then I going to set lots of light.
Yes! Yes! Are you smiting him?
Yes.
Yes! Yes, he's a devil that
But let me
deserves
see.
it.
Let me actually see if my bite actually hit as well. Yes, I using my as a rule of cool. I using my bite to inject radiant into his system.
I mean, rule of cool will work. However, ooh, ooh, yeah, no, I'm gonna ignore that. Just know, you avoided a lot of sharp barbs with that bite. Just know that you had to really, really pick where you were biting.
Yes.
In
And he is a fiend, so
Yes, it'll be an extra D8 for a total of 3 D8.
is it 3d8 or is it? Yeah, it's 3d8. Cause it. Give some pain.
Oh, yeah.
Can't he do it on both the bite and the longsword attack?
Nope,
could do
you can only do it
68.
on one.
No. I can only do it on one, but technically I can only do it on a silver longsword because I hit with that and I also hit with bite. That's why I just want to do a rule of cool using a bite.
Rule of cool will be fine. However, you deal a great amount of radiant damage, of which the barbed devil most certainly hates you for it. You singe his flesh, as he is otherwise quite resistant to a fair deal of other magics. And then shortly thereafterwards, you continue on, and he looks quite hurt by this. Very
Oh,
hurt, in
and
fact.
strength check. DC is 12.
For the cultist.
No, for the Bob Devil.
Why does he make a strength check?
Ensnaring strike.
That's spent now that it's on a target, isn't it?
Let me check because if that is a very bad spell. I think it's
Yeah,
each
it is.
hit.
No, it's the next time you hit. So it's the next creature you hit, not the continuously.
Yeah. Just like Branding Smite, just like Thunderous Smite. Yeah,
That's too bad.
indeed.
So I can't use it again.
Well, you can cast it again, but probably not this turn.
No, it's not. It would not be wise by just spending a spell slot just to cast a thing that hit only once.
Right. Well, after that, it is this cultist's turn back here. He, well,
Take 5 at the start of the turn.
alright, he will. And he doesn't bother trying to break out. Instead, he summons forth a flail. And this flail floats and moves through the air around you as he spawns it right in your face, Sessic. And it's at this point that you realize he is using spiritual weapon. But he misses on an 11. Then we have the devil's turn. The devil curses in infernal and looks to the pair of you. He makes an easy decision who he hates most. What's your class resource, by the way, Sessic? Is that your spell slots?
Oh, that is Divine Sense.
I see. He easily decides that he does not like you, Sessic. He's going to send his claws and his he's going to send his tail and 2 in his claws to try and mess you up, Sessic. Misses on a 10, misses on a 17, but hits you on a 19, dealing 9 points of piercing damage as he slices across your reptilian skin.
Oh, and it's do I still have a 10 hit point of 3?
I don't see why not. Unless
Yeah.
you got rid of it when you were hit by Bob Devils. If you were hit by Bob Devils. But you weren't
Then
here.
Yeah, but I did not get. I don't think I get hit by a Bob.
Well,
No, you didn't get hit.
okay. You had 10 hit points. mark it off. Alrighty. Azagal, it's now your turn.
Alright, so Azaghal will hit this cultist here with his battle axes. I mean, the hand axes.
Hand axes. Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yep. Unfortunately, this cultist manages to just trust that this barbed devil will keep you at bay, and
That's
that
fine.
it seemingly does.
Gonna use an action surge and do a new attack.
Oh, shit. Already. That is a hit on the cultist, and the other attack is a miss.
Can I give him inspiration?
You
second
can.
attack?
You can absolutely give him inspiration. I need
give
you to
him
hear this. I need to hear you say the words. I give
give
him
him
inspiration.
I give him inspiration.
Yes! You get your crit. And between those two strikes, you're able to cut down this cultist as the flanking stops on his behalf.
Alright, then I'm gonna move here, flank the demon with Sussex, and win my turn.
Okay. Ah, yes, very good. You stand very close to this tall statue of Zariel, standing right beside her feet, so to speak. Now, it is this cultist back here. This cultist is benefiting from flanking and is going to continue to milk it from hearty silver. Over 22, he strikes, stealing 3 points of slashing damage. And Radek, it's back to you.
Okay, can I get that burning hands grid thingy you had earlier?
Oh, sure. Okay.
It's really helpful to visualize it.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Whoops. Fire. There seemingly are 2 types of cones, and I'll give you both. You have this kind of cone, not yet. There we go. You have this sort of cone, and then you got that sort of cone. There's a lot of loud smacking. But you have these 2 types of cones. Which one would you like?
In this case, doesn't really matter. I can hit with both. Okay, so I'm going to aim so that I catch the one behind Hearty Silver, but not Hearty.
Okay.
If I can, yeah, like that. Exactly.
You easily bring your fingertips forward and blast that cultist away.
Yeah. This is a spell because I have more scrolls for.
Alrighty. The cultist is going to make his dexterity saving throw.
First one.
Yes. He passes, using his cloak for protection as he takes half as much, and you singe his outer body quite crisply.
Okay. Right here as well.
Alrighty. It's Rhea's turn. Rhea doesn't like this guy in the background and believes she can easily just quickly dispatch of him. So she comes forward, longsword in hand, and lo and behold, she does dispatch him quite quickly. But she doesn't stop there. She comes forward and goes to slice at this troublesome cultist in the background. Hitting him on a 14, dealing 13 points of slashing damage as he is almost dead. And I believe at this stage we have hit 3 hours, and it is here that we will pause in today's session of Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus. Thank you very much for playing with me today, guys. I look forward to playing with you all next week. See you then, take care, and goodbye. Give them the all goodbyes again.
Goodbye. Bye, goodbye, goodbye.
Bye.